Welcome back to Dive Time Dota International 2016 Fastcast. We're still in the upper bracket quarterfinals. This is the Newbee versus Evil Geniuses best of 3, game 1.
Has Murata been banned?
Murata has been banned,
Oh.
and Io made it through.
Io made it through. And he gets picked right away.
And
Evil
then
Genius
the
is first
ET.
pick.
I wonder if Bat's going to make it now.
This is pretty interesting, yeah.
Thank you. That was...
Nailed it.
That was unknown. That was legit.
This is very interesting. Both of these heroes can be built around for EG. Like an entire team can be built around them, but they are kind of different strategies. So I wonder if they're going to go with a more geared towards Io build or a more geared towards Bat
It's going
Rider
to be
build.
geared towards Bat. Bat's going to grab people, and Io's going to bring in the backup to finish it off.
Oh no, I mean I know they work together, but with an Io you pick, a Tiny or whatever. With a Bat Rider,
Well, there is going to be someone for Io to bring.
yeah.
But look
No, I
at this.
agree.
Bat's going to drag,
No,
pull people into Winter Wyvern ult. Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
I agree it works. I think you can build in two different directions, and I was just wondering which direction they build in. Newbie goes Slardar and Slark for their cores so far. With a Elder Titan Shadow Demon, I think that's
a lot of armor reduction.
Yeah.
I really like the Winter Io combo, though, because Winter gets a nice ult, controls the team, and Io can have enough time to bring anyone they want in.
That's true. That's true. EG gets the Sven for the Io, and Storm Spirit mid. And I actually don't see that much synergy other than the one you talked about. Like Winter Wyvern buys time for the teleport. That's pretty nice.
And Storm Spirit can just be there anyway.
What
Like,
happens
Sven's
after
gonna
a
move
Bat
around.
lassos? I mean, you either have a Storm Spirit lockdown or a Sven
the
stun.
I mean, there's decent work here.
It's okay. Newbie with their fishy lineup and then a DK. I mean, the Shadow Demon's gonna work okay with the Slardar and the DK and Dragon Form, but I just don't know about either of these lineups. I don't see exactly what they're gearing up to do.
I mean, Newbie picked Dragon Knight, and you know how I feel about that.
I do know how you feel about that.
And for people that don't know, I feel terribly.
There's a
I got that first blood. Roche did not quite steal it from them.
IOTP bot to get to have a 4-man gank on the Sven, who tries to deny himself to Roche and does not. That's Fear, and he's pretty fearless in the bot lane right now.
Well, he should change his name.
Anyway, so I guess looking at these lineups, I guess we're going to look for EG to try to take early game more so than Newbie. I think their timing is a little earlier. With the IO teleport, you should be able to get successful ganks and snowball that way. Newbie, I mean, you're going to need to get farm on your DK. You're going to need to get at least some farm on your Slardar, although he does come online pretty early. Slark, I'm just not sure. Like, I think if he has an early game, he can be really effective in the mid and turn the tide against an early EG momentum, but just as easily not. I'm not sure. Slark is a wild card for me with these lineups, so we'll have to see. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit with a significant lead on the last hits.
And a knight.
Kind of zoning out the DK, who's fallen
First big
pretty
fight.
far behind. Yeah, there was a team fight in the mid, and the Bat goes down, and here's a Newbie chasing down the Winter Wyvern all the way around the Roche pit. So that's a 2-kill swing for Newbie, and now they are in the driver's seat, kill-wise.
Yeah, I'm not sure Graphs will agree.
Yeah, it's pretty early to be in a match driver's seat, but they've got the kills.
You start snowballing with Slark or something, you could totally have it.
Did Io almost
Almost
snipe
had that career.
What was the career
Io needs to
doing
like
there?
hit 4 times or something to kill it.
Oh, yeah. There's a smoke on a Newbie from the mid. I don't think they got any protection on it, and 4 men come down to take out the EG Winter Wyvern. So 3-1 on for Newbie now.
Did someone just realize that their keybinds were wrong 10 minutes in?
No, he's setting up his macros to control all of his
Units?
Yeah, Necronomicon units.
Ah.
He's got to be able to micro. No, terrible. All right, let's see what else is cooking. Slark is in the top lane versus the Bat Rider. It's going to be very unproductive for the Bat Rider.
Slardar has his blink already. That's nice and fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much the only exciting item already bought.
And the 3-man gank just happened bot, and there's some pinging around it. It doesn't look like Newbee's going to stick around, but yeah, they got a ward. And ping. Ping on Sumail.
I should really be upping these pauses to 8x, but here we go!
Next time. Well, they can also be so fast, too. Alright, IO Sven already working the Ancients at 10 minutes.
Slardar hunting for an easy kill in the jungle.
Yeah, Newbee's got a pretty good camp ward, and the wraparound from the Slardar isn't able to get the Storm Spirit, but gets the IO.
That was really deep. They had a quick rotation. Newbee came in so fast to try to get something off that.
So far, EG not finding the better engagements. It looks like Newbee is just being a little more mobile, maybe a little more communicative, using a few more smokes. They ward up the Ancients and get out. And it looks like they've got 5 top now. So EG's smoke into their jungle is not going to work out because they just gave up a tower. So EG quickly transitions into attacking the tier 1 mid, but Newbee says, we'll defend that. And the Elder Titan ult opened things up, and EG lost 4 in the mid, with Newbee,
so
everybody running away with their lives. Great engage for Newbee, 8-1. So I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. It looks like Newbee has a better early game lineup at this point. I thought it was pretty close, but
early to mid. I mean, EG
we're
is
getting
pretty
into the
dominant
mid.
at the very beginning.
Well, speaking of dominance, EG goes with the wraparound smoke behind the tier 1. They get 4 of their own, the cost of a Winter Wyvern, so they can do it too.
Storm just got his Bloodstone. Hopefully we won't see him die too much now.
I just want to see the Slark do something. He's got 3 kills, so I guess he has already done something. He's been
Just in
maybe a
team
part
fights.
of
We
this
haven't seen him
mid.
do the classic Slark gankery.
Yeah. Sentry dropped in the bot lane. Probably afraid of them. Oh, there is no Mirana. There's no Mirana? Oh, that's already got banned.
Blink and Echo on Fierce Sven already. That's
Echo
super
on
fun.
Slark, too. Double the hit and also double the attribute steal. The Sven comes in with a Stormhammer that gets 2, and then the Storm Spirit just whoops in and gets, that's a 3-kill engage for EG. Now the kills are basically even. How are the net worths and experience graphs
Oh, they're
looking?
back in EG's favor.
Okay, so even down a kill, EG does have a little bit of a edge in the early game.
Well, it's those later game kills, right? You get a little more reward.
You do. It's another engage on the Radiant Jungle Staircase, and Slardar goes down, DK goes down. Oh, Newbee bleeds out. They lose 4. EG hasn't lost anyone. IO's doing his heal and
Keeping
transportation.
everyone alive, it's beautiful.
Yeah, Air IO doing work. So EG now with the kill lead. It looks like they're down towers. They don't. No, towers are even. They've taken. EG's taken mid and bot tier 1s. Newbee's taken top and bot tier 1s. But actually, what EG's the 2 towers that EG has actually makes it very advantageous to go for Roche. So they might be trying to, with this smoke gank, turn it into a Roche afterwards. They've gotten 2, and it's it's a full team wipe. EG diving very deep. The IO Sven combo working beautifully.
Storm Spirit just throwing his life on the line and getting rewarded for it.
Yeah, this is a trademark hero for Sumail on the Storm Spirit.
We're already over 10k difference.
Yeah, this network's gonna be hard to catch up with.
See, there's a deny. Pros deny.
They do. It's just not as frequent as you would
I
think.
even saw
Let me
Pro
tell you.
deny a tier 3.
I did see that as well. Actually, might be in one of these games. And the lasso comes out
No,
on
it's
the
not.
DK
There's
by
no
the
bracket.
the bounty rune. Slardar picks up a haste. And Sumail comes in. There's his gank kill on the Shadow Demon. Didn't see that Roche from EG. A little surprised. But they did get, well, somehow we missed it, both tier 1 and tier 2 in the top lane. And that's a tier 2 in the bot lane too. So EG is focused on the objectives, and Newbee now only has 1 outer tower remaining. They're going to use it to TP and contest this Roche. bit too obvious, and EG feeling like maybe the movement was on, they pop out of the Roche pit and get that counter engage on Newbee. They get 4, the Slark will Shadow Dance TP out. EG doesn't go back to take the Roche, but they're going to take that last tower, and now Newbee has nowhere to TP to. EG should be able to take this. Let's see if Newbee tries to contest again. They don't. They're going to go in their jungle and farm. This will be a Roche for EG. It's Aegis is on Sumail and the Storm Spirit, and that's a lot of S's. EG is pushing tier 3, and they dive past the tower. That's an easy kill. And Rax and Newbee's, Newbee calls it. I don't think they were totally out, but it was gonna
20K XP and net worth.
It was gonna be pretty ugly. Like, I don't think that Dragon Knight ever gets enough farm to be relevant. And the Slark, he was 3-0-3. Now he's 3-2-3. I know.
Sumail had that one death early game and then just snowballed.
Yeah.
He got a Bloodthorn even by the end of it.
So with Slark against Storm Spirit, you give the edge to Storm Spirit. Like, Slark can't really pin it down and kill it. So I think that's basically what it came down to, because Slark had a good game, but he just couldn't get it done.
Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.